Last we saw, Trey was caught in the middle of a nightmare. Let's dive in. As Trey regained consciousness, he found himself in an alley, the gritty streets of Neon Haven looming around him. He could hear the distant sirens closing in. The cops had him cornered, their flashlights cutting through the night like knives. Trey's heart pounded in his chest as adrenaline surged through his veins. "Freeze! Hands where we can see them!" one officer shouted, his voice echoing off the alley walls. Trey, feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders, raised his hands slowly. Just then, out of nowhere, the sinister alter ego materialized behind the officers, his presence like a shadowy wraith. Trey's eyes widened in horror. "No, don't shoot!" he shouted, but it was too late. The cops fired, a shot grazing Trey's leg, sending a jolt of pain through him. At the same moment, the entity dropped to the ground, clutching its leg as if wounded by the same bullet. Their connection was undeniable, each feeling the other's pain. With a twisted grin, the entity spun around, executing a fluid dance move that sent the officers tumbling, leaving them dazed. The sound of their bodies hitting the walls echoed through the alley like a haunting melody. The entity walked up to Trey, his expression a mix of triumph and menace. "I got you, bro. We don't have to deal with this bull junk no more. Stick with me, and we'll run Neon Haven. I'm Kaos, the part of you that thrives in this world." Trey, his leg throbbing with pain, looked up at Kaos with a mix of fear and anger. The entity's offer was tempting, but Trey knew the chaos it would unleash. He had to make a choice. "You think you can just control everything, Kaos? This isn't a game," Trey shouted, his voice filled with defiance. Kaos chuckled, a dark, hollow sound. "You're already part of the game, Trey. Why not play to win?" Kaos leaned in, smirking. "You ain't what you rap about, Trey. Go back to the suburbs, creep. Go play that lil PlayStation your mommy bought you. Stay out of this street life you know nothing about." Trey's eyes narrowed as he took a step back, anger bubbling up inside him. "You think you know me, Kaos? You're nothing but a twisted shadow. You wouldn't last a second in the real world. You talk big, but you're just a coward hiding in the dark." Kaos's grin vanished, replaced by a menacing glare. In a flash, his hand shot out, grabbing Trey by the throat, lifting him off his feet. Trey struggled, gasping for breath, his vision blurring as he fought to stay conscious. "Say what you want, Trey, but you're just like me," Kaos whispered, his voice dripping with malice. "You can't escape who you really are." As Trey struggled against Kaos's grip, he knew he had to fight back, to prove he wasn't the monster Kaos claimed. With a surge of determination, Trey kicked out, breaking free from the entity's grasp. He stumbled back, clutching his throat as he gasped for air. Kaos laughed, the sound echoing off the alley walls like a sinister symphony. "This is just the beginning, Trey. You and me, we're destined for greatness." As Kaos faded into the shadows, Trey knew he couldn't face this alone. The nightmare was far from over, and the battle for control of Neon Haven had only just begun. Stay tuned for the next episode of Shadow Beats. The story's just heating up, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling tales from Neon Haven.